Welcome back to Building on the Rocks. This is episode 2, Closing the Loop, Sustainability in Practice. Professors Marco Imperadori and Pankaja Bagul explore sustainability in construction, from circular design to certifications and the materials shaping a greener future.
Pankaja, welcome to Building on the Rocks.
I'm really excited to be here.
Professor Pankaja Bagul, you are from NICMAR University, Pune, but also a consultant. And I would like to start with you with a quote by John Portman. Buildings should serve people, not the other way around. What do you think about this?
I think, of course, buildings do serve people, but now looking at the sustainability aspects and the future generations, I would rather that the building components also are reused and they are useful for the future generations, and that's good for the earth too.
I like your comment about the environment and the fact that we should take in consideration not only people but also planet, and not only people and building but also the environment around. So let's go for the next question. Do sustainable choices always serve people better?
I would say yes, they do serve people better because they are in the long run, people benefit from it, and the present generation also benefits from it. The choices are matter always, reusing things, recycling things, and also saving water, energy. That also is beneficial to everyone.
And from your experience as a professional, as a practitioner, and also as academics, what's the greenest feature you have seen in a building, and did it actually work?
I think in the region where I come from, India, tropical country, cross ventilation, natural ventilation is the one which is 100% working always.
And what is the biggest sustainability challenge right now in the construction?
In the construction industry, I think that the biggest challenge is the pollution that is created with on-site construction. So using sustainable materials is a choice, or pre-engineered buildings. People are not aware of it. Sourcing sustainable materials is also a challenge.
So sustainability is not only a badge, is not only a narrative, can be effective.
Yes, sustainability is really kicking off in our country. People are conscious. We can see the effects of climate change, and that is spreading the awareness around. And people want to go in for sustainable practices. So we are trying as an institute, my university, we are having lots of interaction between academia and the profession. We also have local people coming in and knowing about what's happening. So the spreading of awareness is something that we are doing.
And you were mentioning before the reuse, the recycle. Do you really see activity on that, something really happening in the real market?
I see that because in my country, where we come from, everything has always been reused, recycled for generations. Building components were earlier recycled, but with the advent of concrete, that was a bit difficult. But now we are again moving on to recyclable materials and sustainable materials. So I see a big, that continuing for generations now.
So it is also a kind of state of mind, a philosophy, which is, I don't want to speculate too much, but I think this cyclical rebirth, I can say.
It is.
It's part of the philosophy also of your such important culture. And I think we can translate this into materiality, into the materials of construction.
Very true, yes. And there is an exciting way the people recycle the material, and they upcycle it also, because downcycling is one way that everyone does. But upcycling is something that I feel it gives more meaning to the recycled material.
A new life, from cradle to new cradle.
Yes.
And what do you think about sandwich panels' potential application in new technology and construction in India, for example?
Yes, I think sandwich panels are bringing in something new, because it is the duality of the material. The properties are dual, so you can make use of it. And it is easily available, and it can be customized to people's uses. And main is that it's non-polluting for on the site, for the inside. So it's like off-site construction is possible using sandwich panels.
So shifting the discussion to off-site industrialization, panels, etc., we are driven to the process of construction. And process means also certification, quality, etc.
Yes.
Do you think that certification like C2C, LEED, BREEAM, whatever, are, again, just badges, or just a facade, or they are really effective to drive all of us, all the industry of construction, to a better future?
If you had asked me this 10 years back, I would have been a little bit apprehensive. But now I can say 100% it's working. People are motivated to get these certifications, and the ratings are very important. The clients are asking for it, and that is the main thing, because there is a cost involved for using sustainable materials, to go for the zero carbon ratings. But people are motivated. The construction, the contractor, the architects, everyone is motivated. And I'd see a big change coming in.
I like your comment, especially because you were mentioning the client. The client means the owner, or means also the users. And for end users, what's a simple way to tell if a building is actually sustainable? Because they are not professional, they are not expert. How can they understand they are buying or they are living in a sustainable place?
I think the comfort level in the building and the performance of the building during the whole day is something that indicates to the client that it's performing well. And yes, the energy consumption is something that they can tell with their bills that it is sustainable or not.
Yes, this is a new paradigm. They understand something different by living in a better place, or less energy use, better environmental impact and comfort.
And now the clients are very well, they study a lot. They find out information. They go for these industrial fairs. They find out more about sustainable materials, what is good, what is the less energy consumption. And of course, the bills matter, so they are also conscious for these choices.
So this is a new mindset. And is the future always lighter, tougher, cleaner? What do you think?
I wish it were cleaner. It is going to be lighter, and the new strengths are coming in. So I think composites are something that has got a future for bringing in lightweight construction, and it will be like easily dismantleable, and we can erect it faster. So there'll be less pollution during the construction.
And any material you'd bet for the future, or system, or solution?
I think the natural materials are getting depleted. So 3D printing is something that we can look for. There is mud which is being used for 3D printing. And there are people working on creating different kinds of clays which can be used, which might be cooler for the houses. And then there are robotic construction is something that is also coming in, where you can use components and customize whatever you want. So customization of building practices is something that I'm looking forward to.
Great. And how do you see that all this research that we are doing in the university, and we're interacting with companies, how this turns to be real market?
That is a very interesting question, because there was always a gap between what's happening in the academia and the consultant. But now what is happening is that in universities like mine, we are having this consultants who come into the university, and they are also taking studios, teaching students. We have industry interactions with the students, and we also have conferences where we invite the industry to tell us about the new materials, the new practices that are happening. Upskilling of the workers is also something that my university does. We have courses for the workers or the people on site to upskill themselves. So that, I think, is an important bridge between academia and the industry.
Pankaja, we are getting to the end of this podcast, so let me do some quick fire questions to you. Is it okay?
Oh, let's do it.
So the first one, most overrated eco-building feature?
I would say it's glass.
Yes.
The eco-glass is the claim.
Interesting. And the best certification for motivating real change?
I think it's self-motivation.
And one thing every architect should ask their material supplier tomorrow?
That would be, is it reusable, recyclable?
So let me elaborate again the quote that we have used to start by John Portman. And if you want to add something different to this quote. So he said, buildings should serve people, not the other way around.
I would say it is now going to be recyclable. That is, the building should serve the people should serve the building. And in turn, if they keep on recycling the materials, it will serve for generations together. And that will be very good for the planet also. So we come back to where we started.
So Pankaja, thank you very much. It was a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you, Marco. It was a pleasure being here.
Thanks for joining us on Building on the Rocks, brought to you by Rockwool Core Solutions. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode.